I'm glad we're talking basketball. Thank God it's about to be basketball season.
I know what something to watch.
For sure.
Let's talk about some NBA headlines though,
right,
real
let's
quick.
get it, let's get it.
Because you are first episode of season 2.
Here we go.
First episode of season 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, so cat trade. We ain't talked, UD. We ain't talked since the cat trade now.
Oh, I got some.
All right, talk to me.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want you to go
got
first
this one.
for sure.
You stood up. You might have to take the glasses off. He looked like he about a glass to take off.
I don't think that trade makes either one of them a championship contender. But I do think if you look at the trade, I think Minnesota got the better of that trade.
Oh wow.
Yes, I do. They lost Hartenstein. Mm-hmm. They lost DiVincenzo.
Their glue's leaving, isn't it?
And they lost Randall. Mm-hmm. They lost toughness. And they gave up a draft pick. Once you get in those playoffs, you know this better than I do. Ain't nobody running the intersection of Puerto Rico.
Hey, man, you got to stop.
Listen, ain't nobody running the intersection of Puerto Rico. I ain't tricking you. Listen, I ain't tricking you. I ain't tricking you. You know what I'm running. You know it's coming. Stop it.
You're right about that.
So you need the heart.
You're right about that.
Skill set, Cat sit at the top of the list. Heart, he might be in the middle. And that's not a knock on him.
No,
it's not a knock on him. No. Everybody don't have to be the tough guy. Everybody don't got to be the lightning in the bottle guy. Mm-hmm. That just might not be his thing.
That's not his role. Yeah, that's not his thing.
But you lost a lot of toughness when you lost Hartenstein to OKC, when you lost Randall in the trade, and when you lost DiVincenzo. You told what DiVincenzo told that Brunson the other day.
What? Did you see that?
I ain't that motherfucker. I ain't the one. If it was you, this is what you get, or whatever you said to him, like that. So listen, that matters, dog. Trust me, a motherfucker like that, DiVincenzo, I don't even know the motherfucker. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. Come on with me. I take it.
He coming. Yeah, for sure.
I'm with you.
So you don't think
I know Randall is a bull in a china shop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think they go back to the Western Conference Finals?
Who?
Minnesota.
Yeah. No, I do, but I said I don't think it makes them a championship.
Okay, you don't.
I don't think
he thinks they won. Doesn't think he pushes them over the edge.
Yeah, I don't think that makes either one of them win at all.
Okay.
But I do think if you're looking at it, I would say that Minnesota got the better of that move.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Which, by the way, if you're right,
ain't no if.
If you're right, which you probably are, because I'm gonna give you credit.
I am right.
Okay, you're right.
I watch a lot of basketball.
But with that being said, that's an unbelievable job by Tim Connelly then, because the reason he did it was financial. A lot of it probably, I would assume.
A great job.
Yeah,
because
he couldn't trade
most teams
Rudy.
that go to the Western Conference Finals don't make moves to get better.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just like the Florida Panthers.
Yeah,
by the way, the championship Florida Panthers
but he
went to the Stanley Cup 2 years ago, lost, and made moves to get better, and came back and won the next year. Most of the time when you get there, all you say is, let's run it back.
I was just saying
that
like he was in a, to me, it was a unique spot, because if you say he won the trade, and he easily could have, I mean, it's always going to be fun to see.
Who knows what that draft pick they got?
I don't. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, he had to do it financially, because Cat had all those, like, on the books, they're going to get killed financially. So he had to make those kind of moves too now. You know what I mean? So it's interesting how he did that.
Listen, Killer, that sound good, but if the Cat was guaranteed to take them to the championship, you pay that tab, you get your ring.
100%.
So clearly, the financial moves was based off.
I'm saying
we ain't winning with this.
I'm saying you're playing chess now.
We ain't winning with this.
You're playing chess now.
That's what he said. We ain't winning with this.
Yeah, you said it
now,
too.
You got. I don't know about the rest of the team, but you got at least 3 on that squad that gonna let their nuts hang. Mm-hmm. Anthony Edwards ain't no motherfucking dog. I mean, ain't no punk. He a dog. Yeah. DiVincenzo is a dog, and Randall is a dog. That matters in the playoffs.
Coach, I like
that matters in the finals.
I think I actually hear, and I'm listening to what he says, and a lot of it is true.
Okay, yeah.
I think Cat going there plays better off of Brunson. Brunson's a ball dominant guy. Julius Randle's a ball dominant guy. Cat's more of a catch and shoot 3. Unfortunately, they're trying to put him in that post a little bit. So I think the Knicks got better. I'm with him. I don't think it pushed them, but I think, Brunson and Julius Randle, when they played their best basketball, Julius Randle was actually hurt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, Julius Randle's a great talent. Brunson's obviously a great talent. Both ball dominant guys. Like, I think Brunson and Cat can play off each other a lot better than Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson can.
Man,
but
he talking.
It's the truth.
He talking that X's and O's. When you getting a 7-game series in the playoffs. X and
Can I start off by saying I actually listened to what he said? I think he's right.
Damn, Steve Kerr. If you do this and move that around and this all that.
So hold on. Okay, man. let me hit you one back. You don't think that Cat and Brunson are better paired up than Julius Randle and Brunson?
I do. Okay,
I
think they're better paired up.
Yeah, we can both be right.
Yeah, okay, but at the end of the day, all the better pair. I don't give a fuck about the better pair. that shit gonna win? Is that shit gonna get it done?
I agree with you though. I don't think it either moves it over. I just
And
think
once
that
again,
this is what we do all
taking
the time.
away
trust me, I
taking
know.
away from the trade, missing Hartenstein is gonna hurt them.
Bro, right when you said it,
promise you.
He was a great piece.
they removed all
He was
the
a good
elements of
piece.
glue from the scenarios.
Yes.
Hartenstein,
Yes.
DiVincenzo,
Yes.
like they just the glues.
Those are the
I'm
guys,
with you.
bro. Let me tell you something.
And
Those are the
believe me,
guys that might not get the praise.
Hey, if anyone values those type of guys,
Exactly.
It's me and
Exactly.
you.
Those are the guys that might not get the praise, but those are the guys that you can't win without.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Those guys, you need those guys in your locker room. And I know a lot of the times you might get frustrated with Julius Randle on offense and shit like that, but I bet that got heart.
No, he a dog.
got
I'm just
heart.
telling you, like again, I'm in the same. I actually listen to it. I think you're right on a lot of shit. I'm just saying to me, when they were playing their best basketball, it was with space with Jalen Brunson. It doesn't mean that they're not like I hate that when they say, oh, he sucks. No, they're just not a good like to me, they're both ball dominant people. Like
Yes.
Julius Randle is gonna dribble it
Yes,
downhill and
I
play.
agree.
You know what I mean? Like that's how he plays.
I agree.
Yeah.
Once teams playing for Jalen, who else is the playmaker?
That's another good
So
take.
that's-
Because Julius Randle was an elite
was the-
playmaker
he
too.
was
So
the
that's
next one.
a great take.
So
And we can all be right.
he's
for
going
sure.
to carry a ton of load throughout the year.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to have to still be fresh come playoff time if I want to make
That's
a
the
run.
trick.
So
that's the trick.
And then with the Timberwolves, yeah, they traded Cat, but they still got Nas Reed.
Yeah, Nas
Exactly.
Reed's nice.
You know
Nas
what I'm
Reed's
saying?
nice.
What I tell you?
He's a big Nas Reed fan. I am
Huge
too.
Nas
He's
Reed
good.
guy.
He's good. He is good.
So,
He is.
like,
He's
you know,
been calling that for a while.
The give and take, we gonna see.
No.
So who you think? What you think, Vic? Who you think? If you had to choose,
I would
who
have
got the
I would
better?
have to go with the Wolves. I think the Wolves got better.
And they still have a draft pick out of that.
Yeah, they-
Who
but
knows
Here-
what that turns into?
here's what I like. Here's what I like about it because of what you said about toughness and stuff. I think you can get away with playing Nas and Julius Randle together. And then when Rudy goes down, like you
Yeah.
can do that. Like they like if you saw the playoffs, a lot of times even they were taking Cat out defensively and leaving Rudy. You know what I mean? And let Nas play
Yes.
that. So
Yes.
now you put
Yes.
Julius. Like you guys are you're speaking good language. I'm just saying like I think that really does. It looks good. It
Or
looks
you
good on
go,
paper.
or you go, like you say, you go Nas and Randall, and
Yeah.
you got five. You
That's what I'm
switch from
saying.
1
You
through
switch
5,
it 1
and
through
you
5.
eliminate
You got
all
dog.
triggers.
Yeah. You got length
You
inside.
can
Yeah.
eliminate every
play like
trigger.
that.
I think
You got to make a shot.
Yep. One of the bigger storylines to me, I think, in this one too, is Klay going to Dallas.
Yeah.
And the reason, to me, we've had this conversation already. The reason it is because I think Klay's like as good as he is, it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in this new role.
Yeah.
'Cause he's used to ball movement, pitch chase, Steve Kerr, blah 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 blah. Like he just talked about, but it's fair. Like
I
and
agree.
now when he goes to Dallas, it's going to be Kyrie, it's going to be Luka, angle pick and roll,
Yes.
get in where you're fit in, right? Like now, I think Jason Kidd will do a pretty good job of understanding how he can like find minutes
Nobody
there.
better.
Sprinkle in,
But I'm
yeah.
interested to see if he becomes just a catch and shoot corner 3 guy or not.
I mean, maybe I think he ain't gonna have no choice but to with
It's gonna be interesting. That's why I said it's gonna be an interesting storyline.
I tell you this: if you want something bad enough, you'll do whatever you got to do
You
to
right?
get it.
You right about that?
And from what I've read and paid attention to, the way Klay left Golden State, wasn't very happy the way it ended. Healthy hate, that can be a healthy motivation. No, listen, I'm telling you, you read this, the man he's very upset about how things ended there. He wasn't happy about how that ended.
Not
He
at
talked
all.
about his last couple of years and how he just wasn't happy playing basketball and all these different things, and now he's getting a breath of fresh air, dog. But once again, I know it's a different role, but if you're frustrated and that piss you off bad enough and you just want to show people you can still play and you want to win, you'll do what the fuck you got to do.
Yeah.
And you'll show people what you got to do to win. So I know it's going to be an adjustment for him, but I think he wants to win bad enough. I think he wants to show people bad enough that he can still play. He still got some shit in the tank. He'll make the adjustments that he needs to make.
Yeah, he also said recently he wants to go back to being a better defender, which I think is important too for their team because you know
for
if
sure.
you get stops, that creates more
For
possessions.
sure.
So
and
they-
you get Luka and Kyrie out in transition where they can't set defense. You might as well
I mean,
cancel
it was
Christmas.
a time where Klay was one of the best two-way players.
but
in the
man,
league.
yes.
People
no.
don't know. Remember that.
Yes.
Like this,
He
this
was the
question,
best two-way
my
player in the
storyline
league.
with this one is not about his. Like obviously he's aging. Everyone always has to have that conversation. Everyone has to take on a different role when you age, right?
yeah, that's the
And he's
norm.
had injuries to deal with. But mine is that. Mine's more. He's played in one system his entire career.
Yeah, his whole
and that
life.
system was perfectly set for those guys.
for those two. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and so now he's going to, and again, I'm not saying he can't do it. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how it works
how it
because
plays out.
he's gonna go from always pitching and chase. The man had 30 points and 3 dribbles. You know what I mean? Like in a half. So that's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm really intrigued.
Me too.
Any other storylines you guys got going into the season? Because you know we're right here, guys. I mean, this is a great time in basketball.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
What y'all gonna do?
Oh, I already told you. It's on.
Huh?
It's on.
Yeah, he got the right mentality.
It's
He got to
on.
worry
It's
about.
on?
It's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
He healthy? He healthy?
He's healthy as they can be, man. He's ready. That team's gonna be fun to watch too. I'll be
I
honest.
like Zach Edey.
Zach's gonna be perfect for him.
I like that.
Moves Jaren Jackson to his natural position again, where he can be who he is. Dez and those
Smart.
guys, like they
Marcus
got
Smart healthy.
Marcus Smart guard's the best player. Like at the end of the day, like they had a big offseason without even doing really anything besides drafting Zach Edey because everyone got healthy.
Yes.
Dez didn't play many games last year. Marcus Smart didn't play. Jaren Jackson played about 40. Like so, they have basically a whole new team without really doing anything besides drafting Zach number 9.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be fun.
like-
I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to
it's
watching
gonna
him
be
play
fun.
too.
It's gonna be fun. He's motivated though, man. Like he's on that. Like he's like, and that's how he's always been though. So it's gonna be fun to watch.
Sleepers in the East and West.
Ooh.
Sleeper teams.
I mean, I don't know if you
Y'all
can call
opinions.
Orlando a sleeper, but that's my. I think they can be.
I like their team.
That's sort of why.
I mean, I've been preaching Orlando for the last year.
What about in the West?
I love the coach. Obviously, I love the young talent, and I think bringing in Caldwell Pope's going to help them because they need.
How about-
the only
Oh,
thing they
yeah,
lack.
they did get
I think
him
the only
too,
thing
yeah.
they lack
Oh,
is a
yeah,
little bit of
oh, yeah,
leadership.
oh, yeah,
a
oh,
little
yeah.
bit of leadership. You got a bunch of young guys that wanted to play the right way, wanted to do the right things. You got a good coach that they relate to and they listen to.
Yeah.
They need a little
And-
bit of
and-
veteran leadership.
And you know
When we
this
talk
too.
about a
you do,
championship
like,
caliber
Yeah.
veteran.
Yeah.
No,
I think
no,
that helps.
that was an elite pickup.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a great show.
And then you put on top of it, like they all went through that 7-game series last year. Like
Yes.
these guys,
Yeah, facts.
like that's a huge
Experience
difference
now,
walking
yeah.
this year.
Yes.
As long as you use that to what you like, everyone's building for the right thing. I think they're going to be really, really
Sleeper
dangerous
in the
this year.
West,
West.
Sacramento.
Really?
DeMar DeRozan, you like that
They brought
one?
in DeMar DeRozan. I love DeMar.
Yeah.
And De'Aaron Fox, I think he turned down an extension or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved his game. And I think after they lit the beam up a couple years ago, last year was a little disappointing for them.
Mm-hmm.
They also get Malik Monk back healthy, who they lost last year
Yeah, definitely,
to some injuries towards the end of the season. So Sacramento, I think, will be. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're looking possibly to make more moves. They might not be done yet.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I like Mike Brown.
I like.
So,
yeah.
Who you got?
My sleeper in the West would be
That's
Sacramento.
good. That's a good one.
I think they get in there.
It'd be good. Because the West is tough now.
I
That's a
think
good one.
a team is like one move from being contenders. I would have to probably pick New Orleans.
God, that's an interesting one too.
They're one move away. I think they need a center.
Yeah. I read something the other day that said they're playing Herb Jones at center. Was that for real?
I saw that too. I think that's a joke.
That can't be real.
No, I think that's. I
I
think
mean,
that
no
was fake
disrespect
news.
to Herb Jones. Hell of a defender, gritty,
yeah,
hard
he
nosed.
just- yeah, he's not a center.
That 5 is a
He's not a center. He's not a center.
Yeah.
But I would agree with you. I like Sac. I think Phoenix is going to be better this year.
Ooh.
I think Phoenix is going to be better.
They
I
have
think,
to be.
Yeah, they ain't got no choice. But I think they're better. I think Tyus Jones helps them. I think Mason Plumlee helps them. And my sleeper in the East is definitely Orlando as well. So we on the same page here.
What you think about a healthy Heat?
The healthy Miami Heat.
Healthy,
They always got a
healthy
chance.
Heat.
Always got a chance. Always got a chance.
I mean, that roster's
always got a
elite.
chance. Always got a chance with
And Spo's a move.
Yeah, with Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, and Spo and Pat, you always got a chance to win.
For sure.
I'm intrigued. It's not. I don't think they're a sleeper, but I'm super, super intrigued. Second year with Ime in Houston.
Oh yes. I am too.
Yes.
It's gonna be interesting to see how.
Man, it's like the
team looks.
Orlando of last year. That
Yeah.
talent's in year 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
Like, are you guys going to be real or not? I mean, Sengun, Jalen Green, Men Thompson. They just drafted Reed, Van
Yep.
Fleet.
Van Fleet,
Like,
yes.
are you guys going to be for real or not?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you're not, Jabari Smith, like they're
Yeah.
that
Worth the
Orlando of last year.
Yeah,
Now,
against his pops.
with Ime, because now defense is becoming a priority and
Yeah.
no shit started to sink in. Like, I'm very intrigued with seeing that. I don't know what it's going to look like, but you're going to know in 20 games.
Yeah,
you know what I
facts.
mean? Like, that one's not going to just sneak up on you.
might know in 10.
I think when
Yeah,
we
you
got,
might know in 10. But it's good. I'm serious. Like, it's that Orlando of last year, kind of like, you're going to make a decision next summer. Are we going to take that next step and try to get KCP?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I think they're going.
Yeah.
And I hope that is, because I think Ime did a great job last year with
yes, he
them.
did.
Yeah, he did.
And their talent got better, but now it's like any
Gotta
young
see.
team.
Yep.
That and all right, who we paying?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
When you got 37 top 10 picks over there now, like who we paying?
Yeah.
Because it's literally like what OKC did the year we beat. We played them.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
James Harden, like you have to start making that decision. What's your core? What's it look like?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be interesting because all those
good
guys,
point,
and
good
plus
point.
on top of that, and that's why veteran leadership in the locker room is so important.
Yeah.
Is all those guys are gonna be talked about in trade talk 20 games in.
Yeah.
Because we didn't. Okay, if they don't extend Sengun right now, who's eligible for extension. Jalen Green's
Green
eligible for
too,
extension.
yep.
All right, so it's coming up on that deadline. If those guys don't get extended, they're going to be in trade talks all the time. Who's going to be the calming factor in that locker room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that talent there is going to be bananas. I'm telling you, because I love Ben Thompson. That man is a freaking
No, he can play. He can
We
play.
didn't talk about it. OKC.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We did not talk about OKC.
I don't think they're
Dang,
surprised no more though.
I mean, it's not a surprise.
Yeah, I don't think they're a
but,
sleeper no
but
more.
They made some nice additions.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
They made some nice
Defense-
additions.
Defensively, they're going to be
Yeah, they traded Josh
elite.
Giddey. You
They're
know
going to
what
be
I mean?
elite.
They were already
defensively.
elite, but
I know,
they get even better now with
But
Caruso.
Lou Dort,
Yes.
like that wing defender.
And I'm telling you, Hartenstein.
Yeah, Hartenstein.
They're gonna be good, bro.
Yeah.
OKC will be.
I forgot
Good,
about that.
dog. They will
Yeah, they're going to be good. I mean, that would be fun to watch.
They're gonna be fun to watch.
They're gonna be fun to watch.
And this is the difference because Ime is implementing that in Houston, but you have a group of young guys that play the right way on both ends of the floor in OKC, and that's hard to get.
No doubt.
That is hard to get 22, 23, 21-year-old guys to play the right way on both ends of the floor.
They know they
Coach,
roles.
that's gonna
They
be-
figured that out with OKC.
It's going to be really, really, like that team's going to be really, really interesting too because like we just talked about with Houston, they're going to have to figure out who they're paying there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in OKC too, huh?
You
know
got
they- I
Jalen
would
Williams,
give it
Chet
that.
Holmgren, Shea, Caruso's probably going to get back. Like, okay. I know,
But
but
none of that. I know who better get paid.
I know.
I know who better get paid.
I know, but you see.
Shay and Jalen.
Oh, I know.
They better get paid.
I know.
It's only two I see can go to work and don't sweat. Him and Shay. Give you 30, and they cool as a fan out there. They ain't even broke a sweat. Vic used to do that too. He's the only two to go for 30 and ain't even sweating out there. Another thing, I ain't tell you though, with my Nigerian brother, I did my ancestry.
Okay,
Just so you know.
okay.
I did my ancestry.
Oh, my brother
I did
is
my
with us,
ancestry.
so I'm telling
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. I did my ancestry. Yeah, kill
We
it.
are
Hallelujah.
No.
Hallelujah. We are, yo, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got to show you my afterwards,
It makes
boy.
sense, boy. It
I'm
makes
all
sense.
kind of Nigerian,
It
boy.
makes sense, yeah.